Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to our SevTech Ages Let's Play adventure, where today things are a little bit strange. I had a pretty busy week last week, so I don't know how many episodes we're going to get done this week, but I am dedicated to making this episode fun and exciting, and oh my good gosh. So I noticed that there was a flood of new patrons, and I was wondering how that would manifest itself. What is this? Now selling wizarding goods. Oh, we're gonna have to go check that out here in a second. But this is not what I expected. This is not at all what I expected. Lucky Lou Real Estate, houses, land, titles, and deeds. This is quite the big building. It looks like a fancy barn almost. Hi everyone. I don't like how they all just stare at me. Makes me a little bit uncomfortable. But let's see who we've got here. We've got Juan Flores. Hope I'm saying that last name correctly. I'm going to open a sawmill. Very respectable. We got DW Dev. Hello, I cannot wait to settle down here and get to work. Awesome. We got Castle Dite 75. Hello, Rees Crafts. I'm going to open a mine. That sounds like a fun time. Oh dear. We got Dake Tor and Dake. You've been here for a while, but you've been up there in your little house. What brings you down here? We need land for an armory. Respectable. And then Sack Enter. Now, Sack Enter, this used to be like a joint operation between you and Lucky Lou. What's going on now? I'm going to get my own plot of land, he says. All right, Lucky Lou, what's going on around here? So many people want to call your kingdom home, so I expanded a bit. You think? I like the artwork. I think this is the first time we've seen paintings here. It's a good touch. It's a real good touch. Anything else changed around here? It doesn't look like it. I'm hearing a lot of noises, whistling and sounds. I am curious down here to see... Okay. So he's just expanded it off over the edge. Ah, and he's using acacia fence, I guess, as support. You know what? I approve. It all looks fine. It's construction underway. Don't know what that's all about. You know, it's a little bit strange every time we sign in here, just looking at all the new weird stuff. All right, let's check in on Ian Sherma Cooks and see what we got now. It says you're selling magical gear? Oh, okay. No, this makes sense. We got paper, glue, ink sacks, books, all things that a wizard would need to keep track of his research. All right, that's pretty handy, and it makes perfect sense. I like how Sack Enter Security has private bodyguards just everywhere. I'm pretty sure he's got more private bodyguards than we do just regular guards. I don't see any commenters around, but that might not mean anything. Perhaps they're just on their way. I don't know where they live when they're not here. I'm not sure if there's just enough... Well, maybe they stay in one of the villages. I don't know. I don't know where the rest of the Vikings are either. So far, I've only ever seen Blood Elf. He says he's a Viking captain, though, so that... I mean, one would assume that there's more Vikings. All right, well, that was a fun little romp around town. I look forward to seeing how all of these newcomers integrate themselves into the society we've got going on here. Today, we're going to build a Smeltery controller. And I am so excited about finally doing that. It's been something we've been trying to do for a while now. We need a furnace, some seared bricks, and a crimson metal gem, which, oh, we got that last episode, and what a joy it was. Let's go ahead and just get underway with all this. It's not going to take long. In fact, we're going to do it right now. Check this out. A bada bing. A bada... Oh, Shrek me, I've forgotten already. Dadgummit, I forgot. It's such a basic recipe. I did it! The game is not pleased. The game is not impressed. After you place your smeltery... Right. Blocks... Place a smeltery controller... Okay, so we actually have to build the whole darn thing. I don't know where to put it. We don't really have a lot of space. We could put it down here with the horse. We could also just put it back behind here, if you know what I mean. Just have it up there for reasons. Of course, in order to do this, we're going to need a whole lot of grout, which means we're going to need to mill some sand, some clay, and some gravel, because we don't really have a whole lot of seared bricks left. Not enough at all to build what we need to. What have we got here? Seared heater? That's not useful. Seared tank? We're going to need one of those, but now we need a ton of bricks. All right, so we're going to throw our sand, gravel, and clay into the millstone and let it do its thing. Now, one thing I am wondering is, didn't we do this once before? You know what? Of course we did, and we got a ton of bricks, but we used them all to create the additional, melters and heaters and whatnot. So that means we have to wait on that to continue doing its thing, and that's a bit of a pain. Wait a minute. Can you put a hopper? I don't know if this is the case, but it sure would be handy if we could put a hopper on top of that millstone. Hey, let's give it a shot. We probably have a hopper sitting around. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm willing to bet that we do. And we don't. Unless it's in a different chest, but I don't think so. That's usually where I keep things. So let's see. Can we build a regular Minecraft hopper now? Do we still have to keep jumping through all of these? No, okay, yeah, we totally can just build a regular old hopper. Now, the recipe is a bit different than I would expect, and it would certainly be cheaper to build one of these. I don't know if we can right-click on these, though. I don't think you can right-click on a wooden whopper. Watch me do this one from memory. I think we put glue in the middle to hold it all together. And then, yeah, and then we surround that with, I hope, regular stone. I think you can do it with cobblestone as well. But definitely regular stone, and then bronze, and then... Did I say bronze? Yeah, bronze. And then that's not iron. That's not how you do it, apparently. I've done wrong. Oh, because it doesn't need to be iron. Oh, can you imagine if that had worked and I had failed just then? The amount of disappointment we would all be feeling. Not in me, mind you. You wouldn't be disappointed in me. You'd all be disappointed in yourselves for not warning me ahead of time. Although, I don't know. Some of you might have. Some of you might have been screaming at the screen. I wasn't there. I'm not in your rooms with you. I can't say for sure. Or am I? Don't look under the bed. That's all I can say on the matter. All right, let's go ahead and get more gravel, more sand, and more clay. And we don't have even amounts of any of those things. But we'll head back down here. Are we doing good on the grout? Oh, we're doing really good on the grout. Goodness gracious, it's been chugging away. And what we're going to do is we are going to attempt to... Uh-oh. That got stuck up there. Haven't seen that happen yet. Maybe this setup isn't perfect. But if I put that there, and I put gravel, sand... of course, it's going to take in the first object first. So is it not then going to also take in our other... Hold on, let's see what happens when this hits 64. Okay, and now it's filling up the sand. And then once the sand hits 64, it'll start filling up the clay. I assume. Yep, okay, it's a pretty good system. It's not perfect, but it does kind of work, and now we've got plenty of grout, which I'm hoping we can put inside of a kiln! Excellent! Unless there's a better thing we can do with it. We could smelt it if we wanted to, but we don't, because it's also just going to give us how much? Hold on, let me double check. 1 ingot's worth. Yeah. No, we're not going to do that. That's a waste of lava, waste of time. We can throw it in here, and completely for free at no cost to us, it'll start to automatically cook that up into bricks. So this now has all my sand, all my gravel, and all of my clay in it that I could find. And while this continues to do its thing, and it's doing pretty well, I might add, and while we also continue to cook with the bricks, I'm going to make a space for all of this nonsense. Alright, so maybe I'm making this thing in an awkward shape, but if we can just get this first layer done, we'll be able to cook up 12 ingots at a time, except it'll be 24, because unless they've changed it, this should still double our output. So we are going to put perhaps our furnace, or not our furnace, but our seared furnace controller here. We'll put the tank dead center. That's the one I believe with the lava in it. Alright, and then we will need drains. Drains, fortunately, are pretty simple. There we go. Guess we'll just do them side by side here, and then we'll put a table and a basin. Yep, that's looking pretty good. Alright, just taking a moment to come down here and get some more sand. I need to go find more gravel. I think we still probably have some gravel available to us in our last location, which was the coal mine. Okay, that killed enough time for us to get plenty of bricks for this! Yeah, that was a disappointment. I did the wrong thing! I built a furnace controller! I'm supposed to build a smeltery controller! Oh no. I gotta go back there. Hello, darkness, my old friend. So if we just don't go near the swamp, we can't die in the swamp. We can't get bogged down. We can't be... Wait, the Shrek, is that it right there? Oh, jeez, it got dark there. That might be it right there, though. How? Are you Shrekking kidding me? This whole time, the one thing that we've needed since the beginning... We went through the entirety of swamp life, and the one object that was required was right there by spawn. We didn't know it was what we needed. Granted, I'll give you that. I mean, someone I think did comment that. But, I mean, it was right there the whole time! Boom. Look at that. We even already have swamp water, so it should just start right up. How much swamp water does it need? Oh, okay. Yeah. Wait. What? It says it needs 1,000, I guess, millibuckets, which one would think is an entire thing of swamp water. And yet this is still full from the last time we put... You know what? We're not going to question it. We got what we needed. What was this recipe? Sort of a circular situation with one of these? Smeltery controller. Oh my goodness. See, I was worried this was going to be one big disaster and we'd have to do an entire other episode of hashtag Swamp Life. We did it! Hey! And look at that. We actually got 2 advancements, I guess because we built a bucket a while ago and it didn't give us an upgrade at the time. But now we've gotten it. Now it wants us to build a compass to determine our X and Z coordinates. And then with speedrunner, stopwatch is what I should say, depth meter, and a biome analyzer. Finally, we can figure out where biomes are. But check this thing out. We are going to expand this even further, because why not? So right now, I think we can do... What did I say before? And I'm 100% right about it, by the way. We can do 12 right now. If we stack up another layer, though, we'll be able to do 24 blocks in one go. And I need some more. Let's see what we got here. We got 5, we got 6. I started up a furnace cooking these as well, just to save a bit of time. 2, boom, and oh, beautiful. We do need to do a test though, because I'm not entirely sure. I think it will double it. It should double the output. Let's just put one of those in there, and we'll see if we get 2 worth. So it should go 2 ingots if it is going to do ore doubling like it does by default. 1 ingot. It didn't double them. Well, that's disappointing. At least it does cook up a whole bunch in one go. So we've got that at least. And if I'm not mistaken, we should have a couple of faucets left over. I don't think we can put a granary on an edge here, but we might be able to. Also, granary is not a thing. I have never in my life heard of a granary. I just made that up. It is just a drain. Smeltery drain specifically. Let's see. This is going to temporarily break it, but it should, as long as you leave the middle block. Oh! Of course, no, it won't, because you don't actually need the corners. It's fine. And beyond that, I think it actually does memorize its... what am I trying to say here? What's inside of it, if you don't break the middle corners. So, we're probably good. Look at that. We got 2 blocks and 7 ingots, so we should be able to not extract from this one. Disappointment. But from that one's fine. Hold on, I can remedy the situation. Again, this corner one's not necessary, but we're going to put it there. What if I did one of these, and we put the tank up above here instead? Put a drain there. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work just fine. And then we can have the 2 of these. Still have a table. And did you see what I mean there? It didn't delete everything that was inside of there. It remembered what should be there. And it should keep doing that unless you break the middle lower block, I think is how it works. Unless it's changed, and it might have. I don't know. I'm going to clear out from around this thing so I can actually get around and continue working on it, because I think we're going to add another level, or another layer. We are exposing ourselves to the outside here just a little bit, but perhaps I can go talk to Lucky Lou. I mean, it's not like he's busy trying to find a place for all of these new patrons to live. I'm sure he won't mind coming over here and then also working on my house a little bit. Go ahead and harvest these unnecessary corner bits, and that'll save a few extra resources for expanding this thing out even further. I will keep the corners up here, though, so it doesn't look silly. How are we doing? Oh, look at that. It slides now because of all the extra space we've got. I'm really digging it. Let's take out these corner pieces. I'm going to get myself a door, and I'm going to put it down right here. Perfect. And then that way I don't have to worry about monsters getting into my house from my access hatch here, which we need in order to get back here and continue working around the smeltery if we want to keep upgrading and expanding it. This, though, this is fantastic. All in all, I think this has been a very productive episode. Before we go, I want to give a shout out to all of our new patron supporters who have joined us, and I look forward to seeing where they get placed inside the village. And thank you all for watching, leaving comments and suggestions. Who knows, maybe we'll find some more viewers out in the world next time. Until then, thank you all for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!